This is a Black Phoenix production. This is a Black Phoenix production.
Uh, uh, uh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Whew, 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 whew. What? 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 My bad, yo. That took me back to my Lil B days. For those who don't know Lil B the bass guy, yo, do your research, do your Googles. It's a damn shame you don't know that. Grow up. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in as usual. Not sure if you saw the socials, but put out a tweet, put out a message. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my Demo-Itis part 2. The last Demo-Itis was like Wo Long, the Fallen Dynasty. And hopefully this is better. Just so you know, I'm not intentionally trying to keep a theme of Asian games. It just so happened this one looked interesting. The Centennial case, a Shijima story. Like I said, it's a demo. But it looked very interesting. So I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and see what's up with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with this. You know, hopefully it ain't too long. We're gonna go ahead and finish it in one sitting. You know how we do. Take a break, go get charged up. You know, go get you a glass of whatever you drinking on, and we're gonna be right back. But first, let's go ahead and get through it. Matter of fact, first of all, I want to say I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. You already know the vibes. You know we linked in like that. Link up with me on all my socials: Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, obviously, YouTube. Got content dropping continuously up there. Yeah. So just like that, I ain't gonna do it too much longer. As you can hear, you hear the cool, laid back sounds of my homeboy Black Phoenix, Spaceman Stu. Appreciate you, my boy. So yeah, we ain't gonna do too much. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey, all right. So, Mike, you can tell whenever you look at it, or if you log in, check me out on Twitch. I added some color. It was just some contrast, man. That's all I had to do. But without further ado, yo, y'all ever been to a spa? This what it sound like. Man, me want to go to sleep. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. Okay. Hold on. Had to get charged up. Yo, y'all going, matter of fact, before we start, man, hey, how your mama doing, man? Oh, she doing good, man. Blessings and prayers out to the queen. If you don't know why I always say that, man, I almost lost my mom back in 2017, the breast cancer. So, yo, prayers out to all y'all moms, man. Y'all need to appreciate that woman for real. You only get one. But yeah, before we get too sappy, man, let's get into this story. Let's see what's up.
Thank you. Eiji!
You're quite the success. You're a bona fide best-selling mystery writer now, Haruka. Oh. Here.
We couldn't have done it without your help, Eiji. Thank you.
It's nothing.
Okay, I see where this is going. Okay. Lit. Okay, they giving backstory.
You should have told me you were coming. You didn't have to wait in line. Did you really come here for my autograph? Or are you here to see Akari?
No, it's not like that.
Huh?
I mean, let's just say I wanted to see the both of you. Actually, I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor?
Yeah. There's a once-in-a-century succession at my family home. And I was hoping you could get some information for me.
Your family home? You mean that grand estate at the foot of Mount Fuji?
That's right. My family has spent many years on medical research. In particular, how to stop the aging process.
Yo, before we go on, man, what kind of toupee he got on his head, bro? It look like a Saint Bernard puppy on top of his head. All right, my bad.
It's embarrassing, but I had a huge fight with my father that ended with me leaving the family. And that's why I want you to do some investigating while pretending to write a feature story.
What are we investigating?
The so-called fruit of youth. It's been passed down for generations in my family and a recently unearthed skeleton.
At 3
Eiji!
You're quite the success.
My bad.
Bona fide bestseller.
At 3 p.m. yesterday, the police were informed that skeletal remains had been found at an estate in Penmamura, Fujimine County, Shizuoka. The remains, of indeterminate age and gender, were buried under a large cherry tree. The police are trying to establish the identity of the deceased.
This is dope, by the way. I like the way the game is formatted. She a real one. She lighted in memory of his current husband's ex-wife. Oh, she a real one. Dang. Shit like a movie.
Who'd have thought? E.g., a literary consultant.
Yes. Haruka here writes mystery novels, and he makes sure that all the science is sound.
So, does he come up with the crime tricks too?
No, I devised them myself.
That's amazing. I read mysteries sometimes, but I never know who the culprit is. Is there some secret to figuring them out?
Well, it sounds obvious, but every story contains a mystery, and there will always be clues to help solve that mystery. Just try to connect these clues, and somehow you'll arrive at a hypothesis.
Connect the clues to the mystery.
Yes.
That easy, huh?
Every story has a mystery, as well as clues to help solve that mystery. In this cognitive space, I fit the mystery and clues together like a puzzle. come up with a hypothesis and build a connected path of logic.
And I'm here to help with the reasoning, huh?
Yes, but remember, you're just an image of AG inside my head.
Well, then,
Let's give it a shot.
Yo, this is like a training video. What am I playing? What? Hmm. Yo, that was easy. You know what? So, let's get hella clues, yo. What is the hypothesis? Bro, really? I mean, reasoning is complete when enough hypothesis. It's like a real like mystery. Yeah. Really, bruh? That's all I had to do.
Well, something like that.
I see.
Connect the clues to the mystery and form a hypothesis. That's how you read a mystery novel.
Akari, you are an editor, right? How do you know E.G.?
I met him when we were looking for an advisor on scientific matters. We practically forced him to arrange today's session as well. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet us.
Ryoya insist on it. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
He said scientific matters.
That looks very good on you.
it's been ages since I last wore a kimono.
You look so handsome in it.
She's right. I barely recognize you.
Well, I can't attend the cherry blossom ceremony in my regular clothes. It was all laid out for me, and most importantly...
Hmm? What's most important? Let me guess. You wanted to look good for Akari?
Of course not.
All the same, I'm glad there was a spare kimono for him.
Whose kimono is it?
Actually, this kimono was made for me a long time ago.
Oh, we have guests. I'm sorry for intruding. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
What is that?
Sorry. Have we met?
Yoyoi's only been with us for 3 years. Or perhaps you know one another from before?
No. There's
Hold on, she seemed suspicious. You know, 68. Okay. Yo, it's almost been a long time. You only been there for 3 years?
just a familiar scent in the air.
That's probably me. I'm wearing a perfume with citrus notes.
Now that you mention it, that does smell refreshing. Anyway, this is our live-in housekeeper, Yayoi. You wanted to see me?
Mr. Shijima asked me to gather the equipment for the cherry blossom ceremony, but I just can't find some of the items.
Let's look for them together, shall we? Iji, I will join you later. Everyone, please go on ahead to the Shijima cherry tree.
So, was that your mother, Eiji?
Or perhaps your stepmother?
Oh, she
How
messy.
did you know?
Oh, well.
Cause she messy as hell. But does he come up with Okay, I see what's going on here. Okay. And then boom. Figure this out. Let's see what's up. Was it mystery? Okay, hold on. Let's see what's going.
Well, something like that.
I see.
Connect the clues to the mystery and form a hypothesis. That's how you read a mystery novel.
Akari, you are an editor, right? How do you know Iji?
I met him when we were looking for an advisor on scientific matters. We
Nasty.
practically forced him to arrange today's session as well. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet us.
Ryoya insist on it. Please, make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you.
That looks very good on you.
It's been ages since I last wore a kimono.
You look so handsome in it.
She's right. I barely recognize you.
Well, I can't attend the cherry blossom ceremony in my regular clothes. It was all laid out for me, and most importantly...
Hmm? What's most important? Let me guess. You wanted to look good for Akari?
Of course not.
All the same, I'm glad there was a spare kimono for him.
Whose kimono is it?
Actually, this kimono was made for me a long time ago.
Oh.
Got it. Oh, okay. And then she come in like it's been ages. I think she's the real mom. So okay. Ooh, this is getting spicy, huh? So and then, cause he knew it was made for him a long time ago. She didn't. She came in like, oh, it's been so long. I haven't seen you in so long. She's only been living there for 3 years. So what does that mean? I got you. Yeah, she didn't know. I figured it out. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Okay. This is mine. I'm going with it.
It seemed like she didn't know you had your own kimono. A mother would definitely have known, and anyway, she's too young.
Very observant, Haruka.
Also, you were about to say something earlier, weren't you? Most importantly, my mother gave me this kimono. Is that what you were going to say?
Yoko is my father's second wife. They got
Mhm.
married after I left the family.
I see. Well, she seems nice.
Yeah. I guess.
Yo, Haruka, she would be an annoying ass friend. Yo, always trying to guess like what I'm thinking and shit. That shit would be annoying as hell.
She was in the house when the skeleton was found, correct? I've got to ask her about that later.
Just remember, you're supposed to be writing about the ceremony. I can't imagine what my father would say if he finds out what I've asked you to do.
What? Is he that scary?
Well, you'll see when you meet him.
Sure.
Well then, let's go see the cherry tree.
We're gonna figure this out.
Wow. So this is the Shijima cherry tree.
In bloom for the first time in 100 years.
The skeleton was found under this tree, right?
Yeah. Who killed and buried that sad soul here, I wonder?
Killed?
The skeleton's chest bones had marks that suggested a knife wound, apparently.
But then, shouldn't the police be investigating this?
My father's in a standoff with the police right now. He told them not to say anything until the remains were identified. But somehow, the story got leaked to the media. But the remains are nearly 100 years old, apparently. So the police have no reason to hurry. That's why I want to solve this mystery.
So what you want to know is... the identity of the skeleton, right?
The identities of both the skeleton and the killer.
Say you do uncover the truth about this 100-year-old murder, then what?
It's of great importance to me, actually. I suspect That skeleton has something to do with the Shijima family's fruit of youth.
You've mentioned that fruit before. What is it?
More precisely, the Tokijiku no Kaku no Konomi. According to my mother, anyone who consumes this fruit will stop aging forever. It's mentioned in the Kojiki Chronicles. This fruit of youth has been passed down for generations in my family. Although I've never seen it, and my father won't tell me anything about it. But if it's somewhere in that house, I'm going to find it and rewrite the future of medicine.
Yo, didn't she say that the stepmom is like young? Maybe I'm thinking too much. My bad.
Eiji, you realize it's strange for a scientist to be saying all that, right?
But it isn't strange at all. Science offers countermeasures to aging.
Really?
The telomeres at the ends of the human chromosome determines how many times a cell can divide. They're like game tokens, and aging is what happens when tokens get spent. But some forms of life have an endless supply of these tokens.
Endless?
Yeah. Cancer cells, for example. They're able to multiply infinitely because their telomeres constantly repair themselves. In effect, they're ageless. That's why it isn't totally bizarre that a fruit might contain components that stop aging.
A fruit that makes people ageless. And it's called the,
Tokajiku no Kaka no Kono. I think it was a combination of both, to be honest.
Tokijiku no.
Tokijiku's fine.
What does this Tokijiku have to do with our skeleton?
I found an account of a murder committed 100 years ago, and it mentions the Tokijiku. Based on the proximity and dates, that skeleton might just be related to this case.
A murder.
I don't know the details, but the Shijima family history is full of unsolved cases, unnatural deaths, that sort of thing. Please, Haruka, I want to know the Tokijiku's whereabouts and the truth behind my family's involvement in that skeleton. Will you help me?
Of course, dog.
I'd be glad to help. But where should I start?
I have just the reading material for you.
Reading material?
And it's right up your...
Didn't think you'd be the first one here.
Long time no see, Eiji.
You really think you can just waltz back in here and interfere with the family succession?
Hold on, man. I tried to.
I'd be
Damn it.
reading. Where should I?
See, Eiji.
You really think you can just waltz back in here and interfere with the family succession?
Smoker. Why they had to put that in there?
You're Haruka Kagami, aren't you? Author of the Detective Makoto Nishimari series.
You know about it?
Of course. Look, Kazunaga. She created Makoto Nishimari. You know, with the cool catchphrase, the path of logic lines up.
Never heard of it.
Hating ass.
This is Haruka Kagami, a writer, and her editor, Akari Yamase. My older brother, Kazunaga, and my younger brother, Mitsunori.
Nice to meet you. Just wondering, what brings you two here?
Haruka's writing a feature story.
About the skeleton under the cherry tree. I bet a mystery writer like you can't get enough.
Nah, we ain't playing nice, man. He trying to play me already.
I don't need to play nice with him. I'm dying to know more. Is the answer you're looking for, yes?
Given your expertise, why don't you try figuring it out yourself? The identity of that skeleton, I mean. Then you can proclaim the path of logic lines up.
Of course. I'll look into it.
What kind of response was that?
for having us.
That's OG.
Eiji, long time no see.
Dad, you're looking well.
You look terrible in a kimono.
Then it's good that I'll never have to wear one for work.
And not that you look any better in a lab coat, mind you. After leaving the family, what exactly?
What does that mean?
Have you been researching?
That's none of your business.
So be it. Welcome. I am Shijima. And you must be the best-selling writer.
Let's be humble.
Best-selling is a bit...
So you're interested in our cherry blossom ceremony? This ceremony is an important family tradition, held once every 100 years. Feel free to take part and ask questions, but I ask you not to interfere. We don't usually let outsiders attend, after all.
We understand. Thank you. I promise we won't cause any inconvenience.
To be honest, that skeleton has attracted a lot of unwanted media attention. Such a nuisance. If this story of yours can help clarify matters, we'd be very grateful.
Who's that?
Oh, that's our gardener, Takehiko Kusakari. He's looked after this cherry tree for us for many years.
Excellent work. You should be proud, Kusakari.
It's my pleasure, sir.
Then let us begin.
Bruh, it's him. He the one that killed him and ate the fruit. Now he's young and all right. Yo, is that it? I mean, they almost had me. They kind of drew me in, like, because of the gameplay. The gameplay was dope. I ain't gonna cap. How they had like a movie feel to it. Yeah, that was pretty dope. I ain't even gonna cap. Ooh. So, that was it, I guess. Demo-Itis, part 2. The Centennial case, a Shijima story. I guess the point of a demo is to draw you in, make you want to play more. However, that's not what we're doing. That's not the point of this. But I appreciate you for watching this, tuning in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. Call it quits on this stream right here, but you know, maybe about like 10-15 minutes I'm gonna hop back on the stream, fresh new stream for Madden. You know what I mean? Uh-oh, hold on, we ain't finished.
About Ryoe. How much does he know about me?
What do you mean?
Something he said makes me think that...
What did he say? He said best selling. Heard of me? What's the hypothesis? But he said. What does that matter? Like, he just heard that you're an author. Like, this has nothing to do with anything. What interview? Mmm. Mmm. Okay. Okay. They still going at it. All right now. Come on now.
I think whatever he knows about me comes from reading the interview. He said that AG didn't look good in a lab coat. He must have seen the picture of AG in that interview.
Of course he did. I sent it to him in advance, after all. And I also told him about you, Haruka Kagami, a best-selling writer.
You didn't tell him I was a mystery writer?
Well, do you think he'd really let a pop fiction writer come in here to do a story about their centuries-old tradition?
Makes sense.
I think he would.
Gotta upsell.
Where did everyone go?
Oh, they're lighting incense at the altar.
What's the matter?
It's nothing. Just seem to have lost my phone strap. Maybe back at the cherry tree? I'll take a look later. Anyway, what do you make of everything so far?
The cherry blossom ceremony, this estate, the skeleton, and this Tokijiku business. Everything's a mystery. That reminds me, you mentioned some reading material?
Ah, right. This could be our first clue, I think. Eiji found it, by the way.
Shinseinen, the very first magazine to publish Edogawa Rampo.
You sure know your stuff. This issue, published nearly 100 years ago, contains the first part of a novel. The writer's name is Yoshino Shijima.
Shijima? As in one of Eiji's ancestors?
It was supposed to be a serial novel, but for some reason the other parts were never published. And guess what? The Tokijiku appears in the story. This is the 100-year-old murder case that Eiji mentioned.
But it's fiction, right?
It's presented that way. Yes, but what's written here actually happened.
So, it's a true story?
If you read this, you'll learn about what happened to the Tokijiku in the Taisho era.
All right, I'll get started.
But there's just one problem.
Huh?
Some pages have holes in them, some are missing. It's not a complete story, I'm afraid.
You're right. This looks painful to read. It's full of archaic expressions, too.
But in your hands, it just might be solved.
Huh?
How about imagining the characters as people you know in real life? For example, the young protagonist. She wants to be a writer. That sounds very much like you, doesn't it?
Then what about this partner of hers, Josie? Who would this be?
A smart, somewhat aloof man. Does anyone come to mind?
Duh.
Eiji, I guess.
What's important is how easy it is for your imagination. Focus on that.
Right. And as for the other characters...
You could try imagining them as people from the Shijima household.
The Shijima household? Of course, I'll give it a shot. We first met in the spring of 1922, the 11th year of the Taisho era.
Why she start reading in the middle of the book?
Industries languished after the end of the Great War, and disease ravaged the country once more. Many lives were lost during those dark days. But that was precisely why we pursued the joys and ambitions of life with even greater zeal. Democracy, the human right to liberty and equality. The flowers of modernity had bloomed, and they were growing out from the skulls of our dead. On that day, somewhere in Tokyo, at the residence of one Ginsaku Goto, a private auction was about to start. I heard rumors that the Tokijiku, the so-called fruit of youth, would be up for sale, and so I was on the lookout for a way in. All for the sake of that fruit.
Masanori! Setsu.
I'm very much looking forward to today, Ginsaku.
As am I, dear Setsu. Well, please come in. You too, Setsu.
Not here.
Interesting. I'm sorry.
Could I have that back, please?
Sorry. Excuse me. That's pig's blood, isn't it? What's it for? That's an awfully fancy bottle for pig's blood. We had pigs back home, you see. I remember it well, since my darling pigs kept getting turned into food.
You can tell from just one look.
Well...
My bad. Before it goes on, I just want to say to whoever created Street Fighter and did the whole Chun-Li character, motherfuckers nailed it.
This is a very precious item.
Is this person going to the private auction? What are you gonna sell it as, huh? A panacea? Or dragon's blood, perhaps?
Who are you?
I'm Yoshino Shijima.
Yeah, respect.
You're
Respect
taking
that
part in
name.
private auction, aren't you? I'd like to attend as well. But I heard that every participant has to bring some item related to eternal youth or immortality. She seems to be an exception, though.
Who?
The woman who went inside. I'm pretty sure she has a special relationship with the organizer. I guess people like her are welcome too.
Why do you think that?
Salty.
They touched each other discreetly, so the man beside them wouldn't notice. They seemed used to that. No, wait! Don't go. You don't want me telling everyone that it's just pig's blood, do you?
What do you want from me?
Call me your companion or whatever. Just take me inside with you. Please!
Damn, Keith Sweat, why you begging?
Reasoning is flawed. That woman is a legitimate participant.
Hey, wait!
Begging ass.
Are you coming?
You let me in.
You've got a keen eye. It might come in handy.
Thank you.
Ah, welcome.
The name's Josui Kusaka. I heard about the auction from Setsu.
You knew who she was? That's not fair.
Yes, she mentioned you. Josui, yes? Setsu's already inside. And this is?
Oh, he a mystery.
She's my traveling companion. Please don't mind her.
I see. Well, then come in. Have some tea while we wait for the auction to start. Is something wrong?
Nah, we don't know him like that. He might be part of it. We chilling.
It's nothing.
See?
I had infiltrated the auction with some unexpected assistance. Now I needed an opportunity to seize the Tokijiku. Let's do this. This is going to turn into a romance plot with Eiji, isn't it?
You mean Josui, right? Not Eiji. You're just borrowing faces and voices, remember?
That's right. Back to the story.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. I'm the head of this estate, Ginsaku Goto. The auction will begin at noon, about an hour from now. Please make yourselves at home until then.
Nice to meet you, everyone. My name is Kinu Kotomiya, and I deal in antiques. As you must have heard from Ginsaku, all of today's items have some relation to eternal youth. The items you've brought will be put on display, and you'll bid for items that catch your fancy. It's time to show us how skilled you are at buying low and selling high. I hope we have an exhilarating auction.
I know anything to do with eternal youth is probably a scam, but I just love the idea of it. The romance.
What did everyone bring? Oh, I can't wait.
I hear you're a collector of strange and bizarre tales, Setsu.
Yes, that's why my curiosity is so easily piqued. What have you brought?
Dragon's blood.
Oh.
Long sought after by those in power. Its ability to grant eternal youth is celebrated in legends throughout the world.
Oh, well, dragon's blood. A thing of immense value if it were real.
They said it was pig's blood.
Pig's blood.
Well, my item was once kept in a certain Hachiman shrine and venerated as a relic. Legend says it's the sword of Taira no Masakado.
Lord Masakado?
Indeed. Lord Masakado was beheaded, and some accounts say his head never rotted. One could say that his sword is connected to agelessness, too.
Nah, he just caught the bad end of it.
Whose blood does it thirst for today, I wonder?
That's enough, Setsu.
And as for my item, are you familiar with the legend of the Tokijiku no Kaku no Konomi?
It's what Tajimomori found in the mythical land across the seas, isn't it?
I see you've done your research.
It's my job, after all.
Masanori is a medical researcher who also works for the Army Institute of Scientific Research.
I'm investigating ways to make soldiers stronger, and that includes the topic of agelessness.
Apparently, a certain family has been watching over the fruit of youth for generations.
Well, that's news to me.
But then this family fell into ruin, and all the Tokijiku were lost.
That's her family.
I somehow managed to get my hands on one. Look!
Word, this is...
It was indeed a Tokijiku, the very same one I'd been trying to find. No, to reclaim.
Everything I've heard. So I
Yeah,
thought
it's her
maybe,
family.
just maybe this could be the real deal.
Oh, you're all experts at this, aren't you? Now then, we can't leave your valuable items lying around like this. We'll store them in a locked room until the auction starts. This way, please.
Let's go.
Alrighty, see where we going with it. Her young ass gonna try and steal it. On behalf of her family.
That leads to the basement.
Hold on a second.
Huh?
You're after the Tokijiku, aren't you?
Don't lie.
Why do you think that?
If you won't be honest with me, you can go back outside.
Something the matter, Josui?
Ah, I'm sorry. My companion wandered off.
As they always do. This way, please.
Don't think you're off the hook.
Are you sure it's safe to put everything in here?
This door will be locked from the outside, and I'll guard this with the utmost care, so there's nothing to worry about.
Oh, we robbing him.
Oh, don't touch that. That's my item for the auction.
It's quite large.
Indeed. Let's have a look, shall we? Just a peek, though. One careless move, and we'll all be cursed.
Huh?
Bro got a mummy?
Yes, it's a mummy. You've all heard stories about how consuming a mummy grants longevity, I suppose. But this is no ordinary mummy. This here is a living corpse. Some claim it wanders the night in search of human blood.
Man, this nigga on PCP. He's smoking
Whether
Sherm.
this form of eternal life brings happiness is another question altogether, of course.
Let's return to the manor. There's still time before the auction begins at noon. Some light refreshments in the lounge, perhaps.
Yes.
He sounds scared as hell. Crazy thing, man, these rich folks probably has shit like this all the time, bro. I wouldn't know nothing about this.
What'll it be?
Or you?
Speak
Never
or
mind.
leave now.
I'm going to reclaim the Tokijiku. It belongs to my family after all.
Your family?
Yes, my family situation is somewhat complicated.
She told you she was a Shijima boy.
My father entrusted me with the Tokijiku when he told me to leave our house. But I didn't know where to go. Then I came down with a fever and fell asleep in some temple. And when I awoke,
The Tokijiku was gone.
yes,
Oh, she on that
I
PCP.
searched everywhere to no avail. That's when I heard about this auction from an antiques dealer. I knew it'd be here. But there was no way I could scrounge up what I needed to get inside.
All this music, man, I hope this shit ain't copywritten.
It's very precious to me. I have to get it back, no matter what.
It seems you and I have the same goal.
What?
I'm also here to steal the Tokijiku. I never intended to take part in the auction. What do you say to working together? We'll join forces to get the Tokijiku.
But why you want it, boy? Yeah, why you want it, though?
Can I really trust Josie? But I can't let it fall into your...
We'll discuss that later. In any case, you still seem to be in bad shape. It's fine if you want to make an enemy of me. But then, I'll tell everyone the truth about you.
But...
No means no, Setsu.
Come on, Ginsaku, please.
I have a reputation to uphold.
But it's a brilliant idea, isn't it?
I won't allow it. You are not getting this key.
Don't worry. No one will suspect a thing. I'll just tamper with their items a bit, you know? Make it look like mice got into the room. Then, our items will go for higher prices. And we can get theirs for cheap.
I've already told you no. My dear Setsu, don't you realize how crass you sound right now?
Does crass mean desperate? Damn.
You
What kind of soap operas is this?
I told so many people about this auction and gathered all these items here. All because I want you to live even just a little bit longer. You'll give me the key, won't you?
Bruh, this is a soap opera, man. What we playing, bruh?
No one can know that you got the key from me. Return it when you're done.
What's wrong? You're burning up.
What the hell?
I'll be fine. You must get the Tokijiku.
See, that's that PCP, bruh. That Sherm, bruh.
Not again. How long was I out for?
About 20 minutes.
20 minutes? Then it's almost noon. The auction will start without us.
It can wait. How are you feeling?
I'm fine. We've got to find the Tokijiku.
So will it be? I think it's best for us to work together.
Probably passed out because all them clothes she got on. It's hot as hell, probably.
Fine. The Tokijiku is mine, though.
If you say so. You've got grit, I like that.
Watch yourself. She only 17, my boy. Creep ass nigga.
Setsu hasn't returned yet from inside the storeroom.
And she's alone in there. Now's our chance to get the fruit.
Let's go. Can you walk?
Yes.
So this was the story set back in 100 years ago. Can I come up with any clues yet or something? Hey, can I come up to any clues, man? Lover. Y'all can read all of this when I put it on YouTube. All right, let's go.
The door's locked.
Duh.
We missed the perfect opportunity. I'm sorry. If only I hadn't passed out.
Who's there? Ah, it's you two. Everyone's looking for you. What were you doing here?
Well,
Just what are you up to?
We'll be honest with you. We saw Setsu ask Ginsaku to give her the key to this room. I thought she might do something to the auction items, so we came to take a look.
Setsu has the key? Are you sure?
Yes, but she doesn't seem to be here anymore. She must have gone back to the manor.
Actually, she's not there either.
What? Not even in Ginsaku's room?
Indeed. The auction is going to start any minute now. Are you sure she's still not in there?
The door's locked.
You try the door lock.
Setsu! Setsu! Are you in there?
Here we go. Blood
Setsu!
splatter.
this is...
Come on now.
Wait! Is this
Uh-oh.
blood? Is someone at the end of the corridor?
That's what it looked like. Let's follow the trail. Got back up. Unless it was that pig's blood that she poured out. Oh, hell no. Is that the mummy? Oh, we out.
It's alive!
Oh.
It's alive!
Hell no. I get out.
He moved! He moved! He moved!
What's going on?
The mummy! The mummy's alive! That masked mummy, the one Ginsaku brought.
It was holding a sword covered in blood!
How absurd. Are you sure you aren't imagining things?
Yes, I saw it with my own eyes. There were red
He
stains
swung at
on the
him.
storeroom door, and they were all along the corridor, and then there it was.
Kinu, have you been here the whole time since the items went in the storeroom?
No, I've just been wandering about the manor. Ginsaku and Masanori also went about their business, I'm sure.
So everyone was in separate places.
Where did Setsu go?
Ginsaku, where have you been?
Oh, Setsu's missing. I've been looking for her the whole time.
Right.
Perhaps she was killed by the mummy. Perhaps she touched something she wasn't supposed to, and this is her punishment.
Ginsaku, you gave Setsu the key to the storeroom, didn't you?
I don't know what
We
you're...
actually saw you hand over the key to her.
Shut him down.
She was going to damage the other items to reduce their value, isn't that right?
I told her... I was against it, but Setsu...
Is there a duplicate key?
No. That was the only key.
The door to the storeroom was locked just now. We saw the mummy outside the room, which means...
I see. That mummy must have taken the key from Setsu and then locked the door.
Wait a minute. What's all this about the mummy?
Your mummy, Ginsaku,
Damn.
might be a real living corpse after all.
Man, forget Setsu. We need to go look at that mummy.
I think we should take a closer look at that mummy.
Oh,
I
yeah.
agree, but I'm more concerned about Setsu for now.
He thinking about the wrong
I
head.
understand.
He thinking with the wrong
Let's
head.
search for her first.
Masanori, you'll go.
Me?
You're in the army, aren't you? You're probably the only man here who could win a fight.
Damn. You need to put his eyes back in his head. Scary as hell.
We're counting on you.
Bruh, it's your money. Got me fucked up. They sent him down here with a suit and a lantern. Damn. In bad shape.
Well,
I searched every inch of the manor, but
How about the storeroom?
I looked around it, but couldn't get inside. The door is still locked after all.
Dog. How many times I gotta say it?
I think we should return to the corridor where we saw that mummy. Together.
Facts.
good idea. I want to look inside the storeroom, too.
Ain't
Let's
that
bring
right
something
there?
to break the lock with.
Should've did that in the first place.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Damn.
Setsu!
She gone, dawg.
Terrible.
What a mummy. Yeah, see? They got a dragon blood.
The Tokichiku. It's gone.
So was the mummy. Yo, is she faking? You might be faking, bruh.
There it is. Just a dried up old mummy. But then what did we see earlier?
Got blood on his face. Gotta drink that.
We have to inform the police.
Wait. An investigation will be bad for both of us. Who knows what we'll be accused of?
You think we should run away?
If we run now, everyone will think we did it.
What can we do?
We'll have to inform the police eventually.
But then we'll be suspects.
That's why we'll figure it out first. Before the police get
Yeah.
here. We'll find the killer and prove it with hard evidence.
Hard evidence, of course.
What happened today? Who did what and where? We have to recall every last detail. There must be a clue somewhere.
But this is easy.
And when we find the killer, I'm sure we'll find the Tokijiku too.
I would kill this game, bro. Another loot search clue game, bro. Mystery style. Bro, I'm locked in. But to be honest, I think that's it with the demo. Let you get past the prologue and the chapter 1. We're gonna see.
The victim is Setsu, a collector of strange tales. Her body was found in a locked storeroom in the basement with her throat slit.
Are we sure her throat was slit?
Was probably the blood-stained sword in the mummy's hand.
We caught
Stage.
sight of the mummy around the time of the murder. Aside from the sword, the mummy was also holding the storeroom key.
Unless Ginsaku knew that the mummy was fake and wanted it was a plant, bro.
To be a killer mummy. What could be the truth behind this case?
Bro, I'm thinking already, bro. That what was okay. Can't fit that there. Or what's this? So okay. Mummy was also seen in the corridor. Okay. All right. All right. All right. You don't say. What happened in the store? Bro, we about to figure this out, man. Does it seem easy, like the killing into a duffel? Okay. Look at that. 2 hypotheses off of that. No, skip that. I don't want to see. Okay, all right. Exactly what I said, bro. Somebody was already in there. Mm-hmm. That's what I said, bro. Except Gensaku was already in it. In on that. Damn. But someone disguised. Mm-hmm. Okay. So they still are the mummy. Hmm? Mommy took it. Oh yeah, true that. Oh wee. Oh wee. Have taken the key. Yo, I appreciate you for tuning in. Got this new game I've been trying to figure out, man. It's actually pretty dope, yo. Key. Hmm. Someone placed it there? But everybody was with us. Hmm. Okay, Saku. What happened? What did Kelly do? We saw that though. Damn. But we saw that, bro. We saw the blood, man. Saw that. Now this, I was thinking about. No. No, hell no. That wasn't it. Like it could be fake. Why? Because that was said to be. And it was pig's blood anyway. So not like it would have killed her on the spot. I can say exactly. The motherfucker's still there. They in on it. Setsu's in on it. Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly. Personal money. Hell no. Hell no. Too many fake hypotheses. She touched him and died. Got a cut on her neck. Hell no. It wouldn't have been blood. Hell no. What does that mean, though? What kind of insight did I get? Nah, we skipping this. I've never seen it. Okay. Bro, they really made me use that shit for this. I know that ain't true. He was killed with the box. Nah, bro. Get me up out of here. Wooden crate. Bro, I'm just doing this just so I can see what it looks like when it's finished. Suffocated in the wooden crate. No, she wasn't. Skip. That's obviously not it. We seen her on the floor, bro. Alright, what was used for the disguise? What? I did say that. To instill fear. Man. Well, I mean, possibly. That and the blood on the floor by Setsu. Why was someone done? Someone disguised as a memory. Yes. Oh. I believe in that. Like, where was he? Yeah. And then he just came from downstairs. Now, I ain't gonna say must have been the month. Let me get some insight on that one. That's the one I want insight on right there. Okay. Alright. Let's see what the hypothesis say about this dude. He was right there with us. What? Really? He got a body double. Now that would be some shit. I ain't gonna lie. That would be some shit. This nigga had a body double. Nah, we ain't figured it out yet. It ain't clear. What'd I say? Yeah. Nah, we ain't figured it out yet. Okay, let me see what this is. Y'all did gather in there. Ginsaku seemed too easy. He seemed like the most obvious choice. He came down late. Kinsaku was there. No. There's either Setsu or who? There was nobody else. Could be an inside job by Setsu. Well, nah, she pulled up. She pulled up late. Yeah, she pulled up late. The mummy was kind of big though. Pause. Why they ain't show that for everybody else though? The mummy was big, bro. Like pause. We ain't got no clues to say that she was. Of course. Duh. I mean, I don't really know if I believe that shit. That would be some shit though. Cause that's how he introduced it. He introduced it like, yeah. That's how he said it. No, I don't know about that. I don't know if I believe that shit. We ain't in no supernatural shit. I mean, even though they are looking for... Okay, more clues, see? Why would someone done... But for what? Wanted to shock him for what? Look, man, if y'all know, let me know. Everyone was shocked. No damn prank. They saying somebody died, you feel me? Someone made it look like the mummy was alive. Okay. I believe that. Right? Maybe someone came down there and caught Setsu. For sure. Maybe somebody wanted to make it look. Because they caught Setsu trying to do some shit and killed her ass and then made the mummy. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Exactly. But why though? And why would somebody want us to do that? What would... Okay. Somebody wanted to take that thing too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all wanted that same thing, bro. That Tokiju. What was the purpose? Okay. Shijima. That's if it was really alive and shit. I don't know if we believe that shit. Do we believe that? Hell no. Hell, what kind of mummy wants to make others immortal? Ew. You're right, nigga. Now they just throwing shit in there. I'm gonna close this one out. I don't know, bro. But dragon blood and oil. Now this is all going on if that mummy is real though. Who knows if that shit real? What happened in the storeroom? Stanford auction. That was what happened. That's also a thing. No, this. Nah, hell no. Nah. You don't get slapped in the storeroom. But hold on. I've been putting these things in the wrong place. I've been putting them where they see? It only allows you to put certain ones in there. Items in the storeroom. Yeah, we knew that. And for that, she probably got murked. That was a good point. The mummy did have a key in his hand. She tried to lower the value of the other ones, and then somebody probably saw her and murked the ass for that shit. Dude. All right now. What was Setsu planning? What's the other one? Why did? Well, she did slap his ass. She slapped him because she wanted the key. Facts. Okay. Alright, this shit's starting to get spicy. I know where the other one at. Must have a special. But why would he kill her then? Man, that nigga was whipped. He must have that drip drop. Raindrop. Drop. Duh. Possibly. Possibly. Can you die if you age? Oh hell no, she ain't choke on it. Is that what you're saying? But I mean, you can eat it. You want it to hide. All right. Alright. Okay. Nah. He wanted to keep it going. He just wanted to lower the value of the other joints. Mm-hmm. No, not stop. He wanted to keep going. Nah. I ain't buying it, Jack. Vandalized. That was her plan. Feel it. And again, who knows? She just told Gensaku any damn thing. I think we figured it out. I mean, I figured it out, but we done solved all of these. One more. Yeah. Yeah. I honestly don't even know if I know the truth. We about to fake it till we make it.
Well then, let's go through our reasoning. What do you find most unusual about this case?
The mummy. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Nah, bro, we out of here. What you talking about? You just asking me questions. We're trying to figure out if that mummy was actually something.
Let's go through our reasoning. What do you find most unusual about this case?
The mummy. Mm-hmm. The mummy. Bro, what, bro? I'm about to finish this shit. I've been on this shit for 2 hours. Finishing that, bro.
Have you got your thoughts in order?
Yes. The answer must be somewhere within our hypothesis thus far.
Yo, what is this?
Excuse me, everyone.
Yes. The auction will be canceled, of course. Once the police get here, they'll ask many questions, and I must ask all of you to leave.
Please, let me speak for a moment. This is going to be about Setsu's murder. One of us here is the killer, perhaps.
What?
I'll explain what I've figured out so far. First,
Wait a minute. Are we to let you play detective? I will not stand to be called a criminal based on some amateur's haphazard guesses.
The killer is among us, you say? There'll be real consequences if you're wrong. But if you're willing to take that risk...
Yo, back up off me, yo.
So be it. Let's hear you out.
thank you. First, about the mummy we saw. Right before the auction was to start at noon, Josie and I went to the storeroom. Masanori was there too. That was when we saw the mummy, wielding a blood-stained sword. Or so we thought at the time in our panic. But after some calm reflection, I think it's more likely that...
Hell no. Facts.
It must have been someone in disguise.
Yay.
Disguise, huh? That makes sense.
Of course. After murdering Setsu, the killer dressed up as the mummy and appeared in front of us.
In that case, whoever wasn't in the lounge when you saw the mummy must be the killer.
Kinu, you were the only one in the lounge at that time. The three of us saw the mummy.
Which means...
Uh-oh. Deductive reasoning.
Wait a minute. Where are you going with this nonsense?
But you're the only one who could have appeared in front of them as the mummy.
Is he the killer?
Ginsaku?
I don't know if I have additional evidence. He just pulled up a little bit after.
Ginsaku isn't the killer. Nor was he the person disguised as a mummy.
How can you be so sure? But no
I'm
one
pretty
else
calm,
had
lady.
time to dress up like that.
The reason Ginsaku isn't the killer is...
Love Setsu.
Ginsaku isn't the killer because he and Setsu were lovers. Apologies for eavesdropping, but I overheard the two of them speaking intimately. I don't believe that Ginsaku could have killed Setsu.
Even though I believe he could have.
Is that so? Love can burn so intensely that it turns to hate, you know?
That's a
I
fact.
love Setsu with all my heart. Although we disagreed on many, many things.
It's difficult to know what someone else is feeling. There's no way we can know how much Ginsaku loves Setsu. It makes no sense to exclude him from suspicion on the basis of his affections.
You're right. Let's try this again.
What? Yeah, I'll take a hint.
Think about it.
Uh-huh.
Above all else, Ginsaku didn't want it known that he had lent Setsu the key.
No one can know.
Oh. Bruh, is it making me do this shit all over? I'm gonna go with my original one, yo. Go ahead and end this damn stream.
Well then, let's go through our reasoning. What do you find most unusual about this case?
I'm gonna say the mummy, bruh. Hell no, we going with it. That was my original one.
Have you got your thoughts in order?
Yes. The answer must be somewhere within our hypothesis thus far.
This shit low-key kinda hard though.
Ginsaku isn't the killer. Nor was he the person disguised as a mummy.
How can you be so sure? But no one else had the time to dress up like that.
The reason Ginsaku isn't the killer is...
Really, bruh?
Ginsaku isn't the killer because the mummy had the key to the storeroom. After discovering Setsu's body, we found the mummy at the end of the corridor. And it was holding the key.
What do you mean?
Think about it. Above all else, Ginsaku didn't want it known that he had lent Setsu the key.
No one can know.
Mm-hmm.
If Ginsaku was the killer, he would never have put the key in the mummy's hand. He would have kept it immediately. Otherwise, he'd be the first person to come under suspicion for this murder.
I see. That's a good point.
Give me a break.
Ginsaku was not the mummy, so who was it? There's only one person who could have been disguised as the mummy.
Word?
And that's...
Gotta be old girl. Yeah. Man, we going with her. She looks suspicious, bro.
There's only one person who could have been the mummy. And that's you, Kinu.
Me? But I was already in the lounge when you ran in after seeing the mummy, remember?
Wait, you were? Oh, I must be mistaken then.
Don't spout such nonsense.
Yo.
Sorry. Let's try this again.
Yo, they are killing me. Let me get another hint.
And that person isn't here now.
I could have told you that.
What do you mean, isn't here?
No, I know. They gonna make me do this shit all over, bruh. Shit blowing me, dog. Devs, y'all killing me. I'm about to skip this shit next time, bruh. No. It was just the answer I chose. It wasn't the summary.
Ginsaku isn't the killer. Because the mummy, we found the mummy key. Above all else, the mummy's hand. He. There's only one person who could have been disguised as the mummy. And that's. There's only one person who could have been the mummy. And that person isn't here now.
What do you mean, isn't here?
I'm referring to the victim. And that would be Setsu.
Nonsense. She was killed before the mummy incident, was she not?
When was Setsu killed? And that's the crux of the matter.
Mm-hmm. We saw her killed before.
Setsu was killed before we saw the mummy around noon.
Wait a minute. If Setsu was the mummy, how could she have been killed before the mummy incident? How can that be?
You're right. That doesn't make
Bruh.
any sense. Sorry. Let me get my thoughts in order.
I don't need no more hints, bro. Let's just go. Killing me with this. You see if this was a real game, man? God damn, the damn demo is annoying. Doing all this shit over and over, bro. No, man. Get up out of here, man. I get some Madden in, huh?
There's only one person who. Setsu was killed after we saw the mummy sometime around noon.
Thought it was you.
Hold on. Didn't we agree that the murder happened before the mummy incident?
No. We only established that all of us were free to move about before noon, including Setsu.
So, who locked the storeroom door before we saw the mummy?
Setsu did, after she put on her disguise.
Oh. That's why they had the key. Got you.
She disguised herself as the mummy and waited outside the storeroom for us.
Why would she do such a thing?
Setsu went into the storeroom to tamper with everyone else's items, lowering their value while raising the value of her own. She then put on the mummy disguise to make the curse seem credible, thus further increasing the selling price. Buyers love a good backstory, after all.
Y'all gotta go see about her.
Ginsaku's mummy, Masanori's sword, Josie's dragon's blood. Setsu staged her living corpse performance using everyone else's items.
After ditching the mummy disguise, she intended to rejoin us and feign complete ignorance.
But then, she was killed.
We know that the mummy was Setsu.
But who killed her ass?
Setsu was still alive around noon, which means the murder took place after that. That leaves only one person who could have possibly been the killer. Yes. The person who killed Setsu is...
Bro, it's gotta be him. He showed up late. He looked nervous. Nah, he looked too nervous. Already said he isn't the killer. After he was already in the lounge. She just seems suspicious,
You're
bro.
the killer. Kinu, it's you.
What do you mean? You're saying I killed Setsu?
Am I wrong?
It's quite obvious that you are. Allow me. The murder took place after noon, correct? You said so yourself.
Yes.
I was here at noon, and I have been with all of you since then. When could I have committed the crime?
Can't nobody confirm that.
Now that you mention it. Whoa, cut it! Ginsaku, remove this insolent child at once. We've almost identified the killer, so let's finish this ourselves, shall we?
What the hell?
I was thrown out of the manor, and I never managed to reclaim the Tokichiku.
Bruh. This shit is blowing me, bruh. God almighty. I don't know who else to point the finger at, man. I guess I ain't as good as a damn detective as I thought. Took me a while to get to this damn point. Yeesh. I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Appreciate you.
Setsu was killed after we saw the mummy sometime around noon.
Hold on. Didn't we agree that the murder happened?
Bruh, he sounds suspicious. I'm going with him. Yeah, I'm gonna go with him, bro. He looks suspicious. Yeah, dog. It was your sword, bro.
The person who killed Setsu is... you, Masanori. Isn't it? Straight after the mummy incident, we all gathered here in the lounge, didn't we? It was time for the auction to start, but there was no sign of Setsu. That's when you went looking for her, didn't you? You're the only person who was alone. You left the lounge, went to the storeroom, and killed Setsu. Then you took the key from her, locked the storeroom, and dumped the mummy at the end of the corridor. Once all that was finished, you returned to the lounge. Am I right?
When I went to the storeroom,
here we go.
The door was open. I saw her inside, taking off the mummy disguise. The auction items were all irreparably damaged. So I went up to her and demanded an explanation. Without answering, she suddenly lunged at me, and in the ensuing struggle, that sword just... What happened after that was just as you said. And you know, I thought no one would suspect me if I made use of Setsu's mummy incident.
You should have just got up out of
What I
there.
said earlier about researching eternal youth, that was a lie. The truth is, someone hired me to search for the Tokijiku. 3 days ago, I heard about this gathering from Setsu. I came here today in the hope that someone might bring the Tokijiku. I intended to win the bid, but even if I didn't, I was just going to take it by force after the auction. In some dark alley at night.
The Tokijiku is the only item that's still missing. You have it, don't you? That
Got
fruit
to.
was originally mine. Someone stole it from me.
We can assume that Setsu was his thief. Ginsaku, you knew about it, didn't you?
The story just unfolds, man. Like that R. Kelly trapped in the closet joint.
Please give it back to me.
It's not here anymore.
Huh?
As soon as I got it, I handed it off to my employer's lackey outside the manor.
You're lying! Why didn't you run away after that?
Running away is the same as admitting guilt, is it not? That's why I decided to stay. Still, the plan backfired.
Who hired you? There's no reason to hide it anymore.
I think it was the Scarlet Camellia. That's what the lackey said. I've never met them myself. I don't even know if that's their real name.
Aw,
Officers from the
you look
Metropolitan
distraught.
Police arrived a while later and arrested Masanori Minami. My family has received the Tokijiku from the Sakakis for generations. And every 100 years, during our cherry blossom ceremony, someone would be chosen to eat the fruit. But the Sakakis were attacked and wiped out by forces who wanted the Tokijiku. My family had but one Tokijiku left. And since the massacre, we've kept it hidden so the world would never know of its existence. That was the fruit my father entrusted me with.
Take this and leave this place now.
My father's health was poor, and he often stayed in his room, but he was always kind to me. On that day, however, he sounded so serious, so grave. And I just couldn't defy his orders. My father often said that people weren't meant to live without growing old. I think he decided to turn his back on the Shijima family when he gave me the Tokijiku. That's why I have to get it back from this Scarlet Camellia character.
But you still don't know a thing about them. Isn't that dangerous?
But I can't give up.
You certainly are stubborn.
My father often said the same thing. I got it from my mother, apparently. But we were separated when I was a baby, so I don't have any memories of her. He only started calling me stubborn after I decided I wanted to be a writer.
A writer?
Yes. I want someone to read the novels I've written, to meet them, and hear about their impressions about my work. That's my dream. But everyone in my family was against it. They told me I should settle down and get married and raise children because the Shijimas are a family of doctors.
Times change. If you're stubborn enough, you'll always find a way.
That's kind of you to say, Josie. But tell me, why are you after the Tokijiku? It's not something most people know about. No, it's slightly different. You have one too?
As a prisoner of circumstance, I must keep searching for the Scarlet Camellia while guarding this fruit. The Sakaki family you mentioned, they were destroyed by the Scarlet Camellia. Your father was right. You shouldn't get involved. Eternal youth invites death. Ironic, isn't it? As one who doesn't age, I should know.
What? Uncle Azan? Josie?
Yoshino!
It was my uncle, Azan Shijima, and his companion, Toako.
We've been searching everywhere for you.
Stop right there. You know I don't like it when you smoke.
That's right. Come, let's go back home.
I won't go back!
Your father is worried sick.
You didn't come for me. You want the Tokijiku, don't you?
Wait! Yoshino!
Bro, how long is this story gonna go on? Or it was just a demo? They up here trying to get all this shit off.
I'm still not feeling well.
You better stop before she die.
Josie Kusaka. I didn't have a clue who the real person behind that name was. But returning home was out of the question, and I had no one else to rely on.
Hey, that's cool. I needed a hint, dog. So what? Oh, C. Hey, I passed that bit. The fuck? I passed. Oh, wow. Get deep. Like on some political shit.
元をたどれば先代もこのしきたりをやめようとしていたと聞く。改めて私の代で終わりにすることにした。
赤椿。あなたは本物の西成誠を生み出した方だ。何か思いつくことがあったら教えてください。
あなたが時軸を使えば母さんは救えたかもしれないんだ。
ちょうどその頃毒入りジュースなどの事件が立て続けに起こっていますね。
大変なことになりました。
私のことは西成誠とでも呼んでください。
Okay. So, after a long ass 2.5 hours, I got a grade C. It ain't the best, but I still passed. Overall, it was decent. I can see, you know, if I was really into it, you know, I would really enjoy it. I mean, the story was alright, got in depth and shit like that, but and I really do like the concept and how it went like a movie, and you know what I'm saying, had real scenes and still had the interactive menus in there, man. So I enjoyed it, you know what I mean. I ain't even gonna, let me turn this down. I can't even cap. So yeah, I ain't gonna buy it, but if you made it this far, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. We're probably gonna shut down the stream for a little bit, maybe come back up, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, I appreciate you for enjoying this part 2 of Demo-Itis, where we just sitting here testing out demos and posting them shits. The next one, I think we might do the Resident Evil, man. But like I said, I appreciate you for tuning in. Link up with me on all socials: Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, obviously. And that's at CNLX Gaming. The X is silent, so it's really CNL Gaming. But yeah, just link up with me, yo. Till the next time. I appreciate you. Now holla.
This is a Mac Phoenix production. This is a Mac Phoenix production.
Look at this dude. Wait till you see the. No.